With the release of Captaincy came a whole host of new features. Most of them are great, and like I said in my previous video about the release, it's bringing back old memories and feelings of when the game first released. Overall, I think the Captaincy update is fantastic, but could it be better? I have a few suggestions of things I think could make the game even better from a quality of life standpoint. Hello pirates, my name is Ellie and I post regular Sea of Thieves videos on this channel. If you want to stay up to date with the game, then remember to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when I put up a new video. One of the biggest new features with Captaincy is the ability to decorate your ship with trinkets and ornaments. I love this idea and I'm really starting to love upgrading my ship and showing off trinkets for achievements I've made in the game. However, I have one issue with how the system works. At the moment, you can change or replace the trinkets or ornaments you have in the game in your ship wherever you like, out at sea, at a seapost, or at a regular outpost. While I think it's cool that you can do this, there is one major problem I've noticed while playing. You can be heading into battle, cooking up the rest of your food, or be sorting through barrels and accidentally hit the replace trinket option, opening a menu which you then need to back out of with escape. I've even had the odd occasion where I've been trying to patch a hole mid-fight and ended up accidentally selecting replace trinket or place trinket instead of patching the hole. This can be extremely irritating, and I think an obvious fix would be to make it so that you can only change trinkets when you're at an outpost. Much like how you can only change your ship cosmetics when you're near a shipwright, I don't see what the difference is with trinkets. I don't see how this option would really affect anything in-game because you still have to go to the shipwright when you unlock something in order to buy it, to be able to put it on your ship. So I'm not sure why you would ever need to place or replace a trinket when you're out at sea. Also, on a similar note, when you're in a crew of a captain's ship and the captain has locked customization by crew members, then the replace trinket option shouldn't even be there. It should just be greyed out and inaccessible altogether. It's an entirely pointless menu to bring up to select replace trinket to then just be met with a load of locked trinkets because the captain has locked the look of their ship anyway. I really do think that having the option greyed out unless you're at an outpost would be a great way to deal with this. I know I'm not the only one who's been frustrated with the replace trinket option always being there. Ignoring the fact that this feature is still bugged, I think Rare missed an opportunity here. The way the system currently works when it's not bugged is that you can choose your cosmetics as usual, but rather than just equipping them, you can save each individual item to your ship for a fee of in-game gold. In my opinion, a better system would have been to pay in-game gold to create a variety of different loadouts for your ship cosmetics. I don't know about you, but I don't always run the same cosmetics. I have several different looks I like to use. Paying to save the cosmetics seems kind of pointless if I'm likely to change it next session depending on what I'm getting up to on the seas that day. For example, if I'm running Reapers or purely looking for fights, I usually run darker cosmetics like the Inky Kraken stuff, but if I'm running merchant voyages, then I like to dress my ship in some of the merchant gear. It would have been so cool to have perhaps 5 preset favourite liveries, and I could use in-game gold to save items to these ship liveries, and then perhaps even pay a small amount of gold each time you want to change to a different saved loadout or livery, like when you repair your ship at the shipwright. But I'm talking a super small amount of gold for changing livery, but similar cost to sort of set your cosmetics to a favourite livery. I feel like giving captains a few options rather than essentially paying to equip cosmetics in the same way we always have would have been better. In reality, nothing has really changed with how you apply cosmetics to your ship. We still have no filters, no sorting options, and no way of saving items as favourites to be near the top of the list. In my opinion, having 5 preset loadouts which we could save items to would have been a much better system. It would not only give us the option to show off different styles depending on our moods and what voyages we were doing that session, but would also feel fresher and more of a luxury and a perk for us as captains. One of the things that did surprise me with the Captaincy update was the lack of changes to the clothing side of things. We got a lot of updates for the shipwright and the services she offers for our ships, however the clothing and equipment side of things is still same old, same old. Similar to how I would like presets for ship cosmetics, it would be really cool if we were able to set up outfits for our pirates depending on what we felt like for that session. There's already a costume section for the clothing chest, so why not create an outfits section where you can save items to an outfit and then select that entire outfit in one click. Again, this would be a great perk for captains, and I would be happy to pay in-game gold to create outfits. The role players could really lean into their playstyles depending on how they felt like playing for that particular encounter. I know a lot of people have wanted an option for changing into a tuck outfit quickly, and this would definitely be a way to do that. However, there are so many things I think people could do with this if it was an option in the game. I've mentioned this one before in a previous video, but it's become more and more of an issue over the last few updates, and with Captaincy and the Captain's Voyages, it's ridiculous how many quests you can end up with in your quest wheel. The ability to delete these as you wish would make it so much easier to focus on what you want to achieve that session, rather than having to scroll through the maps and quests you have in your wheel. It's pretty easy to accidentally pick up quests when looting barrels, and everyone has that crew member who will always pick up a message in a bottle. My previous opinion was to just be given the option to delete these quests one by one, preferably with a confirmation checkpoint to ensure no accidental deletion of your main voyages. However, I've since seen some pretty great suggestions for how removing these quests could be implemented in a way which would be beneficial to everyone. A user on Twitter who goes by the name Ben Osman suggested that players should have the ability to drop the quests we don't want and have them drop as bottles or in barrels. He then went on to suggest something even better. Give the players the option to post these quests on the severely underutilised quest boards at outposts. Happy Kraken and Behaving Beardly both chimed in with positive reactions to this, and very interestingly, Andrew Preston, who is the lead designer for Sea of Thieves over at Rare, also responded with a thinking emoji. I'm really hoping that this is now on the radar over at Rare, because it definitely is something people have wanted ever since the message in a bottle and barrel quests were introduced. I've said it before and I will say it again, Sea of Thieves is in desperate need for a UI update. The commendations menu was always something that bothered me because it was too complicated to find out what rewards were for which commendation without going into several different menus. For example, this headband in the clothing shop is something I've yet to unlock. I saw it said an Order of Souls shamed commendation is required, but I have no idea what that commendation entails. So I head into my menu and first head to Order of Souls, and can't find it. I had to Google it, and it turns out that it was actually under the Reaper's Bones, and it was to hand in Order of Souls flags. I'm surprised I haven't already unlocked that, but hey-ho. Now, maybe I'm just being dumb, but I feel like it shouldn't take me having to Google something. It should be easy to find what I need to do in the game. With milestones added for Captaincy, it's just got even worse. Scrolling through each individual reward at the shipwright to find something you like, followed by then going into the milestones menu to find the right class, to then go in again and find out what you actually need to achieve to reach that class. There are just no filters on any of the cosmetic or reward shop screens, and so it's really time-consuming affair to find what you're looking for. When you finally do find what you're looking for, cosmetic-wise, it's then a real slog to find out what the actual achievement is you need to unlock that cosmetic. I really do feel like a UI overhaul would make this much cleaner and easier for players to see. At the very least, there needs to be filters on the new trinkets menu. Perhaps filter by milestone for all the rewards, so like all the Voyager unlocks, all the ill-fated unlocks. But there just really needs to be some way of filtering it down from 21 or 18 pages of locked icons. Filters are a simple way they could make these cosmetics more digestible. I was really hoping for a UI update with Captaincy, but unfortunately it looks like we'll have to wait a little longer for that. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I think Captaincy is one of the coolest updates they've ever brought to the game, and I really am enjoying my time on the seas. The suggestions in this video are meant to be nothing more than constructive criticism. Sea of Thieves is still one of my favourite games of all time, so none of these suggestions are designed to be hating on the game in any way. With that in mind, have you got any changes you'd like to see from a quality of life standpoint? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear some of your ideas for changes that would improve the gameplay for all of us. If you liked the video, then please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more Sea of Thieves content. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the seas.